One of the most popular scams is the 419 scam. There are several variations, but the principle is the same. You are told of some big money sitting somewhere which the con man has access to, but requires a smaller amount to go and access it, whether for transportation or to secure some documents or whatever. The idea is that you will provide or contribute towards the smaller amount, and then you then get paid an agreed portion of the large sum once the con man receives it. This is the kind of scam which will only work on a person who desires to get rich by taking shortcuts. Have you ever heard of Victor Lustig? Probably not. You can Google him. He's one of the world's cleverest con men. He developed a scam where he would sell a machine that printed real $100 bills. The catch was that the machine could only print one bill every 6 hours. He would demonstrate it to you, then he would sell it to you. By the time you realize that the machine contains only 2 real $100 bills and a load of paper, Lustig will be long gone along with your $30,000 cash. But even Lustig pales in comparison to American con artist Joseph Weil. That guy scammed people with all kinds of tricks, from selling them cheap Indian oil lands that the government had no record of, to betting on fixed races and promising to double and triple people's investment with the money printing chemical. Weil found a way of appealing to the innate corruption in everyone he met and exploiting it for his personal gain. Over a lifetime, he made over $8 million from people's greed. Now, a few years ago, the police recruitment scam rocked the nation. Remember that one? Many of the victims of this scam believed they were paying for the opportunity to join the police service without going through the usual entry requirements. They wanted to achieve their goal without doing what was legally required to obtain it. If they didn't have this corrupt mindset, would the scam have worked on them? You know, we complain about corrupt officials, but we must also examine our national psyche and honestly assess our own attitude to corruption. How do we feel about those who obtain riches by cheating the system? Do we revile them or do we revere them? If a poor man becomes an MP and leaves office after 4 years, still a poor man, would you consider him an angel or an idiot? Yet we are the same people who work ourselves up into a frenzy when we hear of government officials being corrupt. Why does their greed surprise us? Don't our leaders come from amongst us? And is that not exactly how we are as a people? Are we not the ones giving our land to Chinese criminals to mine illegally and pollute our water bodies? Are we not the ones profiting from other people's desperation by hiking prices of basic hygiene essentials during a global health crisis? Is that not who we are? Do we really hate corruption? Or do we only hate the corruption that we can't personally benefit from? Now, I wish I could tell you more, but this is how I'll end. It's human nature to want something for nothing. And part of our human nature is what is wrong with the world. It's the reason why we cheat and the reason why we are cheated. If we weren't so desperate to get what we don't deserve, nobody would ever manage to swindle us by offering us advantages we have not earned. In the end, the only thing we have to do to eradicate corruption from our society is to stop being corrupt ourselves. Are you brave enough to take the first step? My name is Koji Yankson, and they say you can't cheat an honest man. Do you agree? Good morning, Ghana.